Good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast with the Fat Man and our continuing our RPG a day challenge for the RPG Brigade for 2017. Question number 5 is one of those questions that's actually a trick question, I think, just in my opinion here, folks. Remind me of my instructor I had back in college when I was taking computer-aided design. He liked to put these kind of questions out there just to see if you were paying attention. One of his go-tos was toward the end of the instructions, he would say, after you read all the instructions for the quiz, just write your name at the top of the test and turn it in. The trick there is you didn't fill out any of the questions. He didn't care about that. He just wanted to see if you was paying attention. So, number 5 for the RPG a day challenge is, what RPG best captures the spirit of the game? Okay, I've got dozens, a score of them easily, and each one has its own nuances, its own spirit, so to speak. And I've talked on the subject of spirit of the game a number of times in some of my vlogs and the conversations I've had over the years. I don't think there's any one specific game. I can't pick this game or that game and say that, hold up, this is the champion of this of the ideal, world or philosophy or mechanics set, a series of, whatever you want to say it. I think the best spirit of the game revolves around when you as a player or a GM and your friends or your associates, your gaming group, get into the groove, when you're invested into what you're doing enough that you look forward to it every session and you're excited to see what's going to happen on the next page when you turn the page and the storyline of your game progresses. Is the spirit there? Then there's the spirit of fair gamemanship, if you will. This is where people don't overuse the rules doctor philosophy and don't try to do purposely go out of character and use out of character knowledge to their overt advantage. The players and remind them, can continue to remind themselves that they are guests at their host's house, whoever's hosting the game session, and the spirit is we do the right thing and be gracious visitors at this person's house, even if they're used to being at this person's house every day, and you're almost family or are family for that matter. And as that, there's the definition of the spirit of the game. Are we true to the entertainment and intentions of what we sat down many years ago when we first picked up our own set of books and said, this is what I like to do for fun, this is my hobby? Are we true to the hobby? Are we true to each other? Is there one great RPG? Every one of us believes that. Most of us, anyway. I'm sorry, I can't pick up one and sit there and say, hey, this is the beat all of all. And when it comes to the spirit, the spirit's not in the game mechanics. It's not in the supplements. It's not in the pre-packaged stories that are our modules and adventures. No, the spirit of the game is in the hearts and minds and souls of its players and its participants. It's in us. It's in you. There's where the spirit is. And what best person to capture that spirit than yourself, correct? Lead by example, my friends. Lead by example. So, there's my response to this particular question. It may not quite fit what the question wants, but it's what you get. Have a good morning.